Alright, here we are for round number 1. We lost the dice roll. Oh. Do we keep this hand? 3 planes and a crashing footfalls that we can't suspend on turn 1. We can cast Imposter, we can cast Recruit the Worthy and Stirring Address. I think we keep it. The best draw, of course, would be Forest here. Recruit the Worthy is an instant. There's a question as to whether... So obviously we're not playing into the same person in our pod because they're also white. Do we cast Recruit the Worthy as a 1-1? Probably not. I don't really see the point. I'm going to see if I can mute. Alright, we got our own reprobation. So one more land we can start by backing Recruit the Worthies. How do I... put my sound effects? You know, let's just take them all down. Alright. An elk, okay, we can cast Reprobation on that. Do we want to use a Recruit the Worthy end of turn? Not really. Oh, alright. So here I think now we can suspend the Crashing Footfalls and probably Retrobation. So what does this do? Gains Trampling Indestructible, yeah, alright. So I can still attack with this, and then pump it up with the Stirring Address. Squirrel Nest. That's going to be a good card. No, now our 1/1's just trade, so... I mean, we've got a lot of powerful cards in our deck. Alright, another Forest. I think we can cast... Twin Silk Spider here, since it blocks pretty well. And this Stirring Address is going to be a good overrun effect at some point. Presumably when we've got the Crashing Footfalls creatures down. So if we don't draw anything, we'll just start recruiting the Worthy with buyback, making 1/1s every turn. They're making 1/1s every turn as well. But then we've got this Stirring Address. If we can ever somehow get more creatures than they do, we could draw one of our other bombs. We're not under any pressure currently. Although we have no more removal spells in hand. Oh, that's a good card. Alright, so they're just playing it, not dashing it. Ooh, alright. Now we've got a game plan. Each creature there... alright, so... it is going to get through, like, all of their creatures if we do that. But if we win the game on the spot, I guess that's fine. So they're making a 1/1 every turn, we're making a 1/1 every turn, although ours costs some mana. But we've also got this Crashing Footfalls coming down. Well, this just makes me think of some kind of pump spell, so... Alright, they're pumping that. let's try and make a 1/1. And if I just block there, that seems to be the most conservative. Then if they've got their own stirring address and they use it here, I'd take some damage, but sure. Alright, well, I will accept that trade. Wall of 1,000 cuts. Now that is annoying. We might need to use a stirring address on that. Sorry, Winds of Abandon. So they're going to start attacking us with that. Next turn, that comes off. The question is, do we want to keep the Winds of Abandon and just exile their whole board, or do we fire it off now and prevent a bunch of damage? They've only got 2 cards in hand. I think we'll just cast it on the wall, because then we can also still recruit the worthy with buyback. The wall's going to be annoying, of course, because it blocks the 4/4s that we're making as well. Is there anything... God's Willing isn't in this set, so yeah, alright. Is there a point in attacking here? Yeah, I think we can attack with 1 creature. They don't have any really good blocks or attacks on the way back. 1 point of damage might matter. And we'll keep, yeah, this 1/1/2 back. So we can recruit the worthy again, end of turn. Crashing Footfalls is going to come off in our upkeep. Maybe white isn't so bad after all. Getting that 5th pick, white Planeswalker, is kind of a good signal, I reckon. Good signal that white's not open. Alright, cast with buyback. Footfalls. Comes off. I'm going to cast it. Surprise, surprise. Alright, great. Another creature we can just play. And keep open recruit the worthy. Can't remember what wrath effects are in this set. I mean, it's not Time Wipe, that's a different one. Generous Gift. So we destroy our 4/4 trample and we get a 3/3. I mean, sure. Doesn't seem like much of a downgrade. So now we can just start attacking with the 4/4 and the 3/3. We don't need to go all in on this stirring address yet. We've also got an answered prayer, 2 answered prayers. Alright, so they're going to settle. Oh, exiling the elk. That's a pretty nice play, actually. Can I do anything about it? Nope. Alright. So this gets indestructible. Alright, well that's going to be... So now we can't attack into that because it's going to have indestructible. So... game plan got a little slower. Alright, we got our own settle. We can flicker our spider or our changeling. It's an interesting call. The changeling does trade off pretty easily. The spider gets an extra body. I think we want to flicker the spider here, so... exile target creature you don't control, we'll go the elk. Exile creature we control, we'll go the spider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I'm just using this removal spell here is because we've got a lot of removal in our deck, and the Elk's going to be annoying because it means we can't attack. They're also almost tapped out at this point, so I don't think there's any way they can kill the spider in response. We get another spider. And probably just attack with this elephant. If I trade for 3/1/1s, that's fine. If I get a chump block, then that's fine. Alright, I'll trade for 3/1/1s. I'm happy with that. Oh, such a good card. Springbloom Druid. So I'm not worried about using the Stirring Address yet. We can just still pick up more things, make our board wider. We've got no good attacks. The spiders can be double blocked. The 1/1s just get eaten by their 1/1s, and we want to make a wide board. Okay. That can't be activated, so it's nice we've got the Collector Oof on board. It's doing work. Let's cast with Buyback. Ooh, a regular Cohort's a nice one. Probably better than casting Recruit the Worthy, so let's cast the Cohort. And we're kind of getting to the point here where we can start to attack with Stirring Address. We might have a good attack next turn. We'll see how it pans out. Now, if Recruit the Worthy was Sprout Swarm, the game would be broken. And this is why Sprout Swarm is so ridiculous. Okay, settling the Oof, that makes sense. Now they can start activating this. It does cost 4 to activate it. It's fine. So I think here we are going to go for the Stirring Address, which means we probably want to recruit the Worthy end of turn just to get an extra attacker in. Since now they're going to start making 2/2s, and that's going to be quite hard to beat. So they have 2 settles, worth knowing. It doesn't seem great against our deck. So I'm just going to cast this end of turn, which might be a bit of a signal for them that we're trying to attack. Oh. Right, never mind. I think we're going to wait one more turn. Is it worth it? If I attack with everything here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think it's probably worth just waiting for this veteran. So I'm going to attack with my 2/2s. They can trade off, but then I'm getting 2 for 1s. And then I'll play the Rocks Veteran. And I'll attack next turn. Druid first. If they don't have a removal spell here for this Rocks Veteran, then we're in very good shape. Also doesn't look like they have a Wrath, because they would have just double blocked the Shapeshifter then as well. Or single block. They would have blocked the 2/2. Okay, well, that's annoying. We're still probably going for the attack this turn. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, alright, so we're going to go for an attack with everything. We're not dead on the crackback. I'm going to keep this other Recruit the Worthy in hand. We're going to attack with everything. Since we have this giant pump spell. Things aren't getting better for us at this turn. They're making multiple creatures a turn. Gosh, if that Rocks Veteran had survived. Whew. This is basically just going to eat all of their tokens and push us through a few points of damage. We'll see if it's enough. We do have some other strong cards in our deck to try and finish them off. Alright, they are going to block with the Sliver, so that's good for us. So let's cast with Overload. And go to damage. They go to 7 and all of their creatures die. So, again, hoping that they don't have some kind of big board wipe. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6. Webweaver Changeling. That's pretty good. Alright, so they gain 5. Go up to 12. Another Enduring Sliver. So we might not even have a good attack next turn. If we attack with everything, they eat 2/2, 3/1, and a 1/2, and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage, which puts them to 6. And they still have 1, 2, 3 creatures, and we've lost 3 creatures. So then next turn, I think it is actually better here to attack with everything, just because I don't really care about most of these creatures. We'll probably be able to force through the final points of damage. Since we can drop 2 more creatures here. Sure. So they can make 4, they can have 4 creatures, alright, 5 creatures, they've got 5 blockers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'm getting through for, what, 4 points of damage? Let's do a quick count at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures, and they have 4 blockers, and they have... No, they have 5 blockers. So I could have 9 creatures, so I still wouldn't kill them. Okay, Savage Swipe might change the maths here. So we can make the bear fight... fight the sliver. Do we want the bear to fight the sliver or the shapeshifter? And then we just attack with everything. So, alright, let's make the bear fight the sliver. And then let's attack with everything. They make 2 blockers. They block 1, 2, 3, 4. They take 4. And then we hopefully sneak through these final points of damage. We're also going to have to lose some creatures here. Yeah, alright. So they take 4. Going to 1. We've got Recruit the Worthy. They can make 2, possibly 3 more creatures. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 attackers. So as it is, they make 4. I've got 5 attackers. If they have a removal spell, then we're far behind. So they need to have something that did 2, that effectively made 2 creatures, or 2 removal spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to cast the final one. Alright. I would have cast the Recruit the Worthy there a final time, because it would mean that they would have to have 2 removal spells or something that kills 2 creatures, or gains some life. Whereas if they have 1 removal spell, they kill our creatures and block 1, and then we're in a bad position. What were we drawing next? Alright. So we know that they're also go wide. We know that they've got that, the Boughs and the Squirrel Nest. So we definitely want to bring in Nature's Chant. Collector Oof also looked pretty good there. Answered Prayers looks good in this matchup. Recruit the Worthy's fine. Imposter of the Sixth Pride actually looks pretty bad. They've got a bunch of 1/1s. Outside of the first 2 turns, it's not going to really be doing anything. We don't really want... They didn't have that much flying. They had their own wall, but I don't think we're worried about that. So I think taking out an Imposter, putting in a Nature's Chant, that seems fine. So we have a bear, we've got a bear to follow up with the bear, we've got Serra. This is an amazing hand, we'll definitely keep. Maybe they were in the draft. I do remember there being a foil planes. Maybe they got pushed into it. Alright, so here we're going to cast Ayula. Next turn, probably cast Imposter, put the 2 counters. I mean, there's an entire chance that they reprobation the Ayula as well. We did see that they had one of those in the deck. In which case we're going to cast Answered Prayers. Okay, so we'll cast Answered Prayers here. And there is a chance we might get to Settle Beyond Realities to exile the Ayula. That was a good play there, reprobationing it. Rocks Veteran. Okay, they have their own rocks. Very good card. So we've also got Reprobation and Winds of Abandon. Rocks Veteran is not as scary at this point, but we probably don't want to cast Serra here, because it's unprotected. So I could cast Twin Silk Spider, or I could cast Imposter and Retrobation, and I think that's what I'm going to... yeah, so let's Reprobation, then Rocks Veteran, cast an Imposter. I just know I'm going to have to kill that Rocks Veteran at some point, and then we'll attack with the Answered Prayers. And then, depending on next turn, if we can cast Serra and protect it, then we'll do that. If not, we can just cast the Twin Silk Spider, build up our board before casting Serra. I still can't believe we got past Serra 5th pick. I mean, it's kind of silly. Lancer Sliver. Sure, First Strike is pretty good against our deck. And a Treetop Ambusher. Okay, so we're probably casting Twin Silk Spider next. And a Collective. Yeah, so I'll cast the Spider. It makes 2 bodies. They're good blockers. Gonna gain 2 life off our Answered Prayers. And then next turn we can cast Serra and make a 4/4. Okay, so Answered Prayers is pretty good in this deck. I'm not sure it's as good as all the pros are like picking it like 2nd pick. Springbloom Druid, by the way, is a lot worse when you have literally no point of doing it. I mean, it's fine. It's still a good card, but like they're not fixing, they're not ramping, they're not caring about lands in the graveyard, so it's definitely at its weakest in their deck. Yeah, they can attack with the Lancer Sliver and the Ambusher. Happy to trade my Imposter for the Ambusher. Oh, they didn't even pump it. So do I trade the Imposter or the Spider? The Imposter, it's not really doing anything. I don't think... What if I got the combos? No, I've got the bear thing, that's fine. I'll just block like that. Toughness is going to be more important in this matchup, I feel, than power. Alright, so here I'm just going to slam Serra. Make an Angel. I could attack with the Spiders, but there's really no point. Like, I'm winning this game if I can defend Serra, so just keep all my blockers back. I guess if they have their own Winds of Abandon here. Well, they've got their own Answered Prayers, but I think their prayers might come a little late. Yep. GG. Alright, we'll head into the next round with our very, very nice green-white deck. See you for round 2.